Hello. Several colleagues have had a few questions about the balanced scorecard or four-box model we're using for goals this year at P2, so we thought it might be helpful to offer a brief overview or introduction. Let's take a look. Over the next few minutes, we'll take a look at the origin of the balanced scorecard, the key perspectives or quadrants as we call them here at P2. What are they measuring within each of those quadrants, the benefits of using an approach like this for our business outcomes, and how we'll specifically use it here at P2. The balanced scorecard is a strategic performance management tool that's been around for a little while. It was developed by Dr. Robert Kaplan and David Norton back in 1992 and was first introduced in a Harvard Business Review article. Their research was based on an examination of the most successful businesses in the world at the time and the key similarities on how each of them were run. They identified that using four perspectives helped reinforce clear purpose and strategy execution within each of the businesses they reviewed. The four perspectives were financial performance, customer performance, internal processes, knowledge and growth, or organizational capacity. Let's take a little closer look. The measures within each of those perspectives focus on trailing metrics, our financials or outcomes at the end of the fiscal year. These are typically easily measured and very accurate. However, the financial outcomes does not alone help us succeed. Kaplan and Norton discovered that having leading metrics involved in the process gave us input as to how we were doing, whether the organization is right on track, whether they're leading the way, or possibly falling behind. And by having those leading metrics is better poised to help us succeed in influencing these outcomes and making a difference before the end of the fiscal year or the performance cycle. Let's take a look at the perspectives in more detail. The first perspective or quadrant is certainly the financial focus. This answers the question of how are we doing for our shareholders and our ownership. The focus here is certainly financial performance, our top-level targets and objectives. Some of the key performance indicators in this quadrant or perspective might be return on investment, ROI, operating margin, cash flow, certainly revenue, and EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Another perspective is certainly customers, and this answers the question, how do our customers see us? The focus here is customer satisfaction and engagement. Example performance indicators might be the level of product returns or new logos, service ratings, reduced attrition of customers, and certainly upsells or cross-sells within our customers. Another perspective and quadrant is our internal processes. We call that the functional quadrant here at P2. And this answers the questions, how well are we running the business within that function? And what should we be best at as far as the results produced in that function? The focus here is business efficiency and quality, and example performance indicators might be new product lead time, unit costs, quality, and certainly efficiency. As well, another quadrant is our organizational capacity. We call that the colleague engagement quadrant here at P2. And this answers the question, how can we improve and create greater value through our products and through our people? This focus is on colleague knowledge and innovation and colleague empowerment. Example performance indicators here would be colleague retention, engagement levels, flow of new product development ideas, etc. So you can see that there's a balance between our financial and non-financial metrics that really help drive our overall outcomes and performance. The story behind the four quadrants is that if we have highly engaged colleagues that are producing new innovative solutions for our customers, and we're doing this in a manner that drives operational effectiveness and quality, that our customers are more inclined to want to invest in our products portfolio and our suite of solutions for them, which helps us have, at the end of the year, greater financial performance overall. So there's a linkage through the whole organization. Some of the additional advantages and benefits of using a balanced scorecard approach are that certainly we have improved communication and alignment throughout the business. Everyone has a broader view of our performance overall as we track to these metrics. We're able to better harmonize and align each one of our efforts to our business strategy and outcomes, and it includes everyone in our organization. This provides a line of sight for business performance from the colleague level within a division or department all the way to the top of the house in our financial outcomes at the end of the performance cycle, so that it can help drive shared purpose and outcomes for all of our contributions throughout the year. Our quadrants at P2 are as shown here. Customer engagement, customers are very important and come first. Colleague engagement is very important to our overall success, our functional performance, and then certainly our company financials. So the structure within each one of these quadrants is that each perspective or quadrant holds no more than 2 or 3 key strategic targets so that we can clearly focus, make a difference on those strategic targets. We will measure against those targets. That gives us information, are we on track for success, or are we not quite on track for success, and do we need to do something a little bit different? Our performance measures should be easily understood and something that can be acted upon quickly and responded to in the event that we're not quite achieving the success that we desired. Overall, it helps us assess our organization's health, and it helps by providing us leading as well as trailing measures within our organizations. In summary, we'd like to have clear cascade of goals from the very top of the organization down through to the colleague level, with no more than 2 or 3 objectives under each goal category. Colleagues are free to draft their own goals for discussion and approval with their manager, to which, once approved, they would enter those into the Grow Your Talent portal. Goals and objectives should be SMART, that is specific, measurable, achievable, agreed upon. They should be relevant to the function's goals and the organization's goals, and certainly time-bound, as well as being outcome-based. What are we going to produce through this goal or objective? They should become more and more functionally specific and granular as farther down into the organization they are cascaded. And goal weighting will vary depending on the function and the colleague's scope of influence based on their role. I hope that this has been helpful in answering a couple of questions and giving you some landmarks about navigating our balanced scorecard approach here at P2. Thank you very much.